The secret of Marcus Aurelius to stay calm in the middle of conflict. 1. Why calmness? Decides every conflict. Most people believe conflict is about winning arguments or proving others wrong. Marcus Aurelius understood something far deeper. The person who controls their emotions controls the situation. From political betrayal to battlefield pressure, Marcus faced relentless conflict, yet his writings reveal a mind that remained steady while others collapsed. This opening sets the foundation for why calmness is not weakness, but the highest form of power. 2. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher forced into chaos, and like philosophers who lived in isolation, Marcus ruled the Roman Empire during war, plague, and political instability. He had enemies inside his court and threats at the empire's borders. His calm was not theoretical, it was survival. Understanding the intensity of his life makes his ability to stay composed during conflict profoundly relevant to modern stress, arguments, and emotional pressure. 3. The Stoic law that governs all conflict. Marcus Aurelius built his emotional discipline around one unbreakable law: some things are within our control, and most are not. Conflict becomes painful only when we try to control the thoughts, actions, or reactions of others. This section explores how surrendering what is uncontrollable instantly dissolves anger, frustration, and resentment. 4. The hidden secret. Conflict is training for the mind. Marcus never saw conflict as an interruption of peace. He saw it as the training ground for peace. Every insult, disagreement, or confrontation was a chance to practice patience, humility, and self-command. This shift in perspective transforms emotional attacks into opportunities for growth instead of triggers for reaction. 5. You are not disturbed by events, but by your judgment. One of Marcus Aurelius' most powerful teachings is that emotional suffering comes from interpretation, not reality. Words, tone, and actions only disturb us when we label them as harmful. This section explains how reframing perception breaks the emotional chain reaction that fuels conflict. 6. Mastering the pause. The space between trigger and response. Marcus trained himself to slow down the moment of reaction. He knew that anger thrives on speed. By inserting a pause, whether through silence, breath, or mental withdrawal, he reclaimed control. This segment explains how delaying reaction weakens provocation and restores mental authority. 7. Understanding human nature without resentment. Marcus believed people act poorly because they are confused, insecure, or unaware, not because they are intentionally evil. Seeing others through this lens prevents hatred and emotional involvement. This section shows how compassion, when properly understood, becomes a shield against emotional disturbance. 8. The role of ego in escalating conflict. Ego demands to be right, respected, and validated. Marcus warned that ego is the true enemy of calmness. When ego is removed, conflict loses its fuel. This section explores how letting go of pride instantly lowers emotional intensity and prevents unnecessary battles. 9. The inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius' greatest weapon. Marcus described the mind as a fortress, an inner citadel untouched by external chaos, unless willingly surrendered. This section explains how to build that inner stronghold so insults, tension, and pressure cannot penetrate your peace regardless of circumstances. 10. Applying Marcus Aurelius' wisdom in modern conflicts. This section bridges ancient Stoic philosophy with modern life, workplace tension, toxic relationships, family arguments, social media hostility, and emotional manipulation. It demonstrates how Marcus' principles create emotional dominance without aggression or confrontation. 11. Why calmness makes you unshakable and others uncomfortable. Emotional people expect reactions. When none come, they lose control. Marcus understood that calmness disrupts manipulation and disarms aggression. This section explains why staying composed silently shifts power dynamics in every conflict. 12. Becoming untouchable in a chaotic world. The video closes by reinforcing the ultimate lesson of Marcus Aurelius. Peace is not found by change in others, but by mastering the self. When you stop reacting, stop personalizing, and stop feeding chaos, conflict loses its grip. Calmness becomes your identity, and no external force can take it from you.